All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David is pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, so I'm back at you with another quick lesson in the spirit. All right, and I had some things noted off this website a while ago. I just wanted to bring this out through the spirit. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. All right, so I want to get into the definition of the word church. All right, and I have this website pulled up here. It's aggressivechristianity.net. All right, and it goes into the correct meaning of the word church and ecclesia. You know, and this is a good read if brothers want to check it out. Some brothers probably already seen this before. All right, but I wanted to get straight to the point here. All right, dealing with this word ecclesia, because that word ecclesia is the Greek word for church. All right, in the scriptures. All right, but getting straight into it, let me read this paragraph above here. It says eventually, through the manipulation of organized religion, church came to replace ecclesia by popular acceptance. Again, we must emphasize the importance of knowing word meanings in order to know the intent of those who wrote the scriptures. And that's why the apostles and elders always stress, all right, to go into the definition of words, man. All right, so that you get true understanding. All right. So it says here, and I'll pull this up because it's pretty small. I got it pulled up here. But it says the correct meaning of ecclesia. It says, now let's look at the word ecclesia. This Greek word appears in the New Testament approximately 115 times. That's just one grammatical form. It appears also in other forms, and in every instance except 3, it is wrongly translated as church in the King James Version. It says those 3 exceptions are found in Acts, the 19th chapter, 32nd verse, 39, and the 41st verse. All right, it says, in these instances, the translators rendered it its assembly instead of church. But the Greek word is exactly the same as the other 112 entries where it was changed to church wrongly. In Acts 19, ecclesia is a town council, a civil body in Ephesus. Thus, the translators were forced to abandon their fake translation in these 3 instances. Nonetheless, 112 times they changed it to church. This fact has been covered up under centuries of misuse and ignorance. Okay? Reading it again, it says, this fact has been covered up under centuries of misuse and ignorance. The Greek word ecclesia is correctly defined as the called out ones. Ek equal out, kaleo equal call. Thus, you can see how this word was used to indicate a civil body of select, called, elected people. You see? So that's the true definition of church, man. All right? Which is dealing with the elect, man. The ones that have been called out, man. All right, just showing you that that word church is not talking about an actual building, man. All right, what people go to on a specific day in worship, man. All right, because a lot of people may not know that, man. All right, but this is Acts chapter 7 in verse 48, and it reads, it says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet, man. So we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, is not in these damn church buildings, man. Okay, the scriptures say he dwelleth not in temples made with hands, man. All right, and these church buildings are temples that were created with hands, man. All right, verse 49, heaven is my throne, earth is my footstool. What house will you build me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or what is the place of my rest, man? All right, because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai can't be contained in no damn building, man. All right, just showing you that the church is off, man. All right, and the people think that, you know, the church is actually talking about a church building that people go to, man. You see, the church, all right, which is the Greek word ecclesia, all right, represents the select body of believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, matter of fact, let's grab this, because the Lord said what the Lord said that we're a spiritual house, man. All right, this is 1 Timothy 3:15. And it reads, it says, but if I tarry long, that thou mayest know how thou oughtest to behave thyself in the house of the Most High, which is the church of the living power, the pillar and the ground of truth, man, which is the body of believers, man, going into the elect, man. All right. That represents the church of the living power, man. Okay. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. It says, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious. Ye also as lively stones, okay, because the elect, the body of the elect, each brother represents that stone, okay, in the rebuilding of the last temple through the Spirit, man. All right, because we're in the time of the house of David being rebuilt, man. That third temple being rebuilt in the Spirit, man. All right, 1 Timothy 2 and 5, it says, ye also are lively stones, are built up a spiritual house, okay. That's the church, man. All right, the elect, the body of the elect. All right. It says, you also are lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable unto the Most High by Hamashiach Yahushua, man. And how are these men doing that? By going out there on the highways and byways preaching, man. All right. The men who Yahweh Shem Yahushua set up to be the carriers of the gospel, man. Okay. Let me grab this real quick. This is Ezekiel, all right, chapter 11 and verse 16, and it reads, therefore saith, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, all right, because according to prophecy, all right, the nation of Israel has been scattered amongst all nations, man. All right, so you're going to have members of the elect, all right, amongst these different lands, man. It says, although I have scattered them amongst the countries, yet will I be to them a little sanctuary in the countries where they should come. All right, let's put up this word sanctuary. Okay, it says, all right, this word for sanctuary in Ezekiel 11 and 16, the Hebrew word is makwadash. All right. Yeah, makwadash. It says sacred place, sanctuary, holy place. It says of the temple, man. All right. A spiritual temple. You see? Let's jump down to the lexicon, see what this says. A holy thing, something consecrated. A sanctuary, a holy place, specially used of the holy tabernacle of the Israelites, man. All right. So that's the body of the elect, the true church, man. All right. The different bodies of the elect scattered amongst these countries represent those spiritual temples, man. You see? So that's not hard to receive, man. All right. That's the true church, man. Okay. Let's grab this. All right. I just want to make a quick point on this too, because showing you that in the scriptures, all right, that the scriptures say that that wisdom crieth out in the streets, man. Okay, not in no church building, man. Not in no temple, man. All right, this is Proverbs 8 and 1. Doeth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the path. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors, man. And where do you see the men of the Lord at, man? On the highways and byways, man. The highways and hedges, man. All right. As the scriptures say, the chief places of concourse, man. Wisdom crieth out in the streets, man. All right. That's the camps, man. Okay. The different bodies, all right, of the believers in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's the camps, man, that the Lord set up, man. Okay. So essentially the camps in the so-called, you know, what you would call the church is the same thing, man. Okay. The body of believers, man. Okay. Let me grab this. All right. Proverbs 1, you know, just to continue to make that point, Proverbs 1 and 20. All right. This is Proverbs 1 in chapter 1, verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she utter her voice in the street, man. All right. So that's where you're going to find wisdom, man. All right. Verse 21, it says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge, man. All right. So just showing you, man. All right. That the truth is out there on the streets, man. All right. The men of the Lord, the true carriers of the gospel, man. All right. The true spiritual house. All right. That's the church, man. You see? Let's grab this. This is Ephesians chapter 4. And let's see. In verse 4. All right. Because what did the definition say? It said that that word ecclesia, or the Greek word for church, okay, which is pronounced ecclesia, it says the called out ones, and then it says the civil body of elected people, man. All right, to be called out, man. Ephesians 4:4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. You see, going into the elect, man, the men that were called out to do the work, man, to push forth the ministry. You see, that were given the Spirit. Verse 5, it says, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. All right. One power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Verse 7, but unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Hamashiach Yahushua. You see? So all the different men, all right, all the different believers, all right, that make up the body, all right, that make up the church, were given, the talents and gifts to push forth the gospel, man. You see, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Let's jump down. Verse 11, Ephesians 4:11, he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers, man. So these are the different lots. All right. This is the order, all right, that Yahweh Shem Yahushua set up, man, for the ministry, for the body. It says for the perfecting of the saints, all right, the saints are the Israelites, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua, man. All right, you see. It says, till we all come into the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature and of the fullness of Hamashiach Yahushua, man. All right. Just making the point that each man was given his lot, man, was given his gift, all right, to push forth the gospel, man, all right, to wake up the elect, you see. But that's pretty much the point, man. Lord willing, that lesson was edifying, man. I just wanted to bring that out, all right, concerning, the true definition of this word church, man, all right, which you see, it's the body, man, it's the elect, man, the men who've been called out, man, all right, to push the word, man, you see, that we're given the gift of faith. All right. So Lord willing, that lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David. Hey, Shalom.